Here are 3 signs your job is about to fire you. As a career coach, I want to be completely honest with you about this. Number 1, they put you on a PIP. A PIP is basically a performance improvement plan. A PIP is basically a way for companies to document your performance to justify why they're letting you go. I have a few.
It's not just to let you go. So it's a method used to, he's right, document performance. But just because you go on a PIP doesn't mean the next step is termination. It's entirely up to that employee. The employer or manager has raised concerns as it relates to performance on the job via the PIP. So it's 100% on the employee to either turn it around, find additional resources to improve. And, I've done a PIP before in the past, and I can tell you not all of them, and it's not the intention again, is to get a person fired. It's to, hey, it's getting serious to a point where either you're not meeting standards in terms of performance, or sometimes it's behavioral. It's not, the conduct. We have a code of conduct at work, depending on where you work at. But I'm assuming if you're working for an employer, large enough company, or with sizable number of employees, you have a code of conduct in which, you agreed to abide by, either respect. It's kind of like the golden rule for the most part. And, if you don't follow those conditions and code of conduct, you get a warning, and then you get PIP. And then if you continue that habit of not following whatever it is that's being raised to you by your employer, manager, whoever, then it just escalates.
Few clients who survive the PIP, but I would say 90% of the time you're going to be out of there. And if you're on a PIP, I would recommend start looking for a job ASAP. Number 2, your company or boss is starting to pull tasks away from you. I know for some of you, you feel like, okay, cool, they pulling away that pressure off of me. Yes, I'm happy about it. That's a red flag. That's a huge sign they're about to.
Depends also. So if it's out of the pattern between your professional relationship with your manager, and to his point, they start, restricting your responsibilities or limiting your production via hours or assignments, whatever it may be, have a conversation. Don't just, if I was in that situation, I wouldn't just be accepting and kind of, so to speak, waiting to have this situation where I may be fired, come. No, I'm going to be proactive. I'm like, hey, I noticed I didn't get as many assignments as I did last week or last month. What can I do to improve? Or is there something I should be aware of in terms of me getting more assignments or jobs or place or whatever it is? So it's not always a one-way street. It is well within your control to have a conversation and see what's going on. Don't just sit there and wait for, it looks like, for these, inevitable situations where you face a possibility of termination. Speak up.
Lay you off or fire you altogether. And number 3, your boss is putting you under a lot of pressure. As a matter of fact, your boss may start to micromanage you to the point to where you're not comfortable in your own skin. And it's a good chance that he or she is trying to pressure you to quit. This is one of the most common tactics that I see bosses do. Start looking for a new job. All right.
I've had bosses do that to me, and they completely kind of go astray from their normal management style towards me. But I'm the type of person that, again, will have a conversation with my boss. Hey, I noticed this is the communication style that's most recent between you and I just want to have an understanding. Is it something I've done, or it could be? Are you facing some sort of pressure yourself, and it kind of is trickling down? Is that what's happening? So, as an employee, at least for me, it's always been my goal to bring value, not necessarily just for the company, but for my manager or for my boss. As much as possible, I want to do the best I can for him, because ultimately he is going to advocate for my advancement. He is going to advocate for my increase. when that time comes, either quarterly or annually, semi-annually, whatever the common promotion or incentive. So I do the best I can to have a great communication with him, do the best I can for him. So that's helped me before. Let's check out the comments. I want to see. This is exactly what happened to me. I was targeted and put on a PIP for no reason. You don't do that for no reason. Anyway, and doing things that are part of the mission of the company, I realized that there is another person to come back, and she didn't want to come back with me there. Oh, okay. Now I work at a much better place. And sometimes that happens. You realize either beginning on or midway, or sometimes sort of latter part of your time with that company is just not a right fit. So now I got 35 likes. Yes, all of these I called it a month ago. They told me 2 days ago they'd be downsizing by getting rid of me. A couple of weeks ago, I told them that I thought it was funny that my performance was great until they absorbed me into their organization after an acquisition. One sign you miss is gaslighting. My boss started to deny saying things she clearly said to me, but would remember everything else. I waited them out so I can apply for unemployment. Again, applying for other places weeks ago. She got ahead of it and started planning ahead. Oh, one person. The PIP is the truth. No reviews for a few years. Stopped getting included in company meetings. Micromanaging was a big one. Yup. Taking away from your workload, especially anything money related like purchasing. Yup. I mean, the comments are there. Sounds like for folks that have experienced something like this. Like I said, knock on wood, I have not been through something like this before. But like I said, if I was ever in this situation, I would want to have a conversation with my boss, find out what I'm doing wrong or what they perceive me doing wrong, work through it, get the appropriate resources, and move on. It's not always going to be a perfect working environment, but I'm going to do the best I can to be a perfect or productive worker, and that's all I can do. All right, y'all. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Drop a comment down below. I'll see y'all in the next video.